Top 10 largest ethnic groups in the UK. The UK is a diverse and multicultural country, home to around 67 million people from various ethnic backgrounds. In this video, we're counting down the top 10 largest ethnic groups based on the latest 2021 census. Let's dive in and explore the rich cultures that make the UK what it is today. Number 10. Arab. Starting off our list at number 10, we have the Arab community, which makes up about 0.6% of the UK's population, translating to roughly 383,000 people. You'll find a large number of Arab individuals in London, but they're also present in other urban areas like Birmingham and Manchester. The Arab population is incredibly diverse, including people from countries like Egypt, Lebanon, Iraq, and Saudi Arabia, contributing to the UK's growing Middle Eastern culture. Over the years, they've become known for their impact on business and the arts, as well as adding a wide range of cuisine and cultural festivals to the UK's already existing culture. Number 9. Chinese. The Chinese community makes up 0.7% of the UK population, roughly 437,000 people. Many Chinese people in the UK are from Hong Kong, mainland China, or other parts of Southeast Asia. The first wave of Chinese migration to the UK dates back to the 19th century, mainly with Chinese sailors and labourers, but larger numbers arrived in the latter half of the 20th century due to political and economic changes. You'll find large Chinese communities in cities like Manchester, Liverpool, and of course, London. The Chinese community is best known for its influence in business and education, but it's their cultural festivals, particularly the annual Chinese New Year celebrations, that really bring the community into the spotlight. The UK's Chinatowns are also major cultural hubs where food, art, and history come together. Number 8. Bangladeshi. The Bangladeshi community, which accounts for 0.9% of the UK population, or 576,000 people. The majority of Bangladeshis in the UK trace their origins to the Sylhet region of Bangladesh, and many arrived in the UK in the 1970s, driven by economic factors and the aftermath of the Bangladesh Liberation War in 1971. They have since become known for their entrepreneurial spirit, particularly in the restaurant industry, where Bangladeshi-owned businesses dominate the UK's famous curry houses. The community is also known for its interesting cultural traditions, including music and fashion, with strong ties to both British and Bangladeshi heritage. Number 7. Other ethnic groups. Representing 2.1% of the population, or around 1.4 million people, this broad category includes smaller ethnicities from various parts of the world. This group covers individuals from regions such as the Middle East, Southeast Asia, Latin America, and parts of Eastern Europe, as well as people from smaller ethnic groups across Africa and the Caribbean. The diversity within this category is immense, with members contributing to various aspects of UK life, from arts and culture to business and academia. London is home to many of these ethnic groups, reflecting the city's status as a global hub, though they can also be found in smaller regions across major UK cities like Birmingham, Manchester, and Liverpool. Number 6. Pakistani. The Pakistani community is one of the most significant ethnic groups in the UK, representing 2.5% of the population, or about 1.5 million people. Many Pakistanis in the UK trace their roots back to the Mirpur district in Azad Kashmir, with large-scale migration starting in the 1950s and 60s, driven by labour opportunities and the aftermath of British colonial rule. You'll find large Pakistani populations in cities like Birmingham, Bradford, and Manchester, where they've become integral to the social and cultural status. The Pakistani community has made substantial contributions to British politics, business, and sports, while culturally enriching the country with events like Eid and the prominence of Pakistani cuisine. Their influence is also seen in media, education, and the arts, with a growing number of British Pakistani actors, musicians, and authors gaining international recognition. Number 5. Mixed or multiple ethnic groups, representing 2.9% of the UK population, or approximately 1.7 million people. Those who identify as belonging to mixed or multiple ethnic groups have been increasing in numbers, reflecting the UK's growing multiculturalism. This group includes people with diverse racial heritages, such as those of black and white, Asian and white, and other combinations. While London, Birmingham, and Manchester have the largest numbers of people identifying as mixed race, you'll find these communities throughout the country. Mixed ethnicity individuals often shuffle between dual cultures, enriching the UK's cultural diversity and contributing to various aspects of society, including media, education, and sports. As these populations continue to grow, they reflect the increasing diversity and blurring of traditional racial lines in British society. Number 4. Indian. With 3.1% of the UK population, or about 1.8 million people, the Indian community is the most established South Asian ethnic group in the UK. Indian migration to the UK began in the late 19th century, but large waves arrived after World War II and during the 1960s, spurred by labour shortages in Britain. Many Indians in the UK are concentrated in cities like London, Leicester, and Birmingham, and they have made notable contributions to British society, particularly in business, medicine, and education. The Indian community is also known for maintaining strong ties to its cultural heritage, with vibrant celebrations of Diwali and other festivals, as well as widespread popularity of Indian cuisine. Today, Indian-origin British citizens are also prominent in politics, media, and technology, underscoring the significant role they play in the country's multicultural landscape. Number 3. The African community, making up about 4.2% of the UK population, or roughly 2.4 million people. This group is incredibly diverse, with individuals hailing from countries across the African continent, including Nigeria, Ghana, Somalia, and Zimbabwe. You'll find large African populations in major cities like London, Birmingham, and Manchester. The African community is well known for its contributions to music, particularly the rise of Afrobeats and other genres influencing the UK's urban music scene. They've also made significant impacts in business, healthcare, and education. Cultural festivals like Afro-Caribbean carnivals and African food markets have also helped enrich the UK's multicultural identity, making African culture a significant influence in modern Britain. Number 2. White other, non-British. This category, representing 6.1% of the UK population, or around 3.7 million people, includes individuals of European descent who are not British, as well as white immigrants from countries outside Europe. The largest groups within this category are Polish, Irish, Romanian, and Italian migrants, many of whom came to the UK after the expansion of the European Union in 2005-2004. London has the highest concentration of white other populations, but they are also found in significant numbers in cities like Birmingham, Leeds, and Manchester. These individuals have contributed to the UK's workforce in industries like construction, healthcare, and hospitality. Additionally, Eastern European and other non-British communities have added to the UK's cultural diversity with the introduction of new foods, languages, and festivals. Number 1. White British finally. Making up the largest share of the UK's population at 74.4%, or about 44 million people, is the White British group. This includes individuals from England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland, with ancestry deeply rooted in the UK. The White British population is distributed across the entire country, but it is most prominent in rural areas, towns, and cities outside London. While the White British population still forms the majority, it has been steadily declining as a proportion of the total population, reflecting the UK's increasing diversity. Culturally, the White British population has had a profound impact on the country's traditions, from its literary and artistic contributions to its influence on politics, sports, and the global economy. As the country continues to evolve, White British culture is blending with influences from around the world, creating a dynamic and multicultural society. The growing diversity, as we have seen, brings both opportunities and challenges. On the one hand, it enriches the country by introducing new ideas, cuisines, and traditions. On the other hand, there are still significant barriers to equality and inclusion for ethnic minorities, particularly in terms of employment, healthcare, and education. It's clear that as the UK continues to diversify, promoting social cohesion and equal opportunities for all its residents will be more important than ever. And there you have it, the top 10 largest ethnic groups in the UK. If you want to compare income levels among these ethnic groups, then don't forget to check out our other video, Top 10 Ethnic Groups in the UK, Ranked by Income. See you in the next one.